What part of in today's video we're going to be playing skylines, and in today's video we're doing another speed build on our island series. But in this episode we end up working on building up the area in between our um latest build and our airport, which was the last episode, but our latest city build. And then, so I'm working on connecting them up, add in districts for the areas, because I forgot to do that in the past. But, we end up expanding our farm majorly, which you can see the basic shape right here. And then we also do end up putting in a pedestrian area, a tram hub right next to our airport, where all of our tram lines connect together. And then I plan on also maybe putting in a little mini bus hub for the bus lines that are in that area. And then I also do a whole lot of detail into our farm here with planting in extra trees, because realistically for the farm they would have had it used up all the space they physically could in the area that they have, which I'm giving myself the area of in between the road that we just made and then also the tram line. But so they would have used up as much of that area as they physically can, and that's what I'm accomplishing with this. And then what I'm doing to just get trees in there quicker is that I am just doing the just place them wherever thing function of the tree tool, and then I'm going through and finishing filling them up. And they also would have had these very densely packed in, just in this way they could get as much as they physically could out of the trees. And while they aren't exactly a perfect match to the orange trees that we do have in there, it's fine. But then we do basically just end up finishing this up, and I think it definitely brings together the whole entire area. And then we do obviously get rid of those palm trees that are in here, just because we don't want them. And then I do sort of get a bit tired of doing them by this point, so I kind of just go through them quickly. And so, as I said earlier, they would have filled this in all the way that they physically could. And if you've ever been to countries like Bermuda, or Bermuda, I think it's a country, but places like Bermuda, you'll see that they aren't their farms aren't far off the beaten path like they are, say, in the United States here, at least on the mainland. They are it doesn't take a whole lot to find them. You're typically right along main roads and just all around. And so that was what I was trying to show off here, with it being right along our main road and also our tram route. And then I also changed the tram skins, just because we got those in the update, or the later tram skins, to make it look like something a bit older. And I also did that with the bus skins too, except for one. And then, except for two lines, which the one was the Airport Express line that we did in the last episode, and also I put in a line that goes around our harbor. So if you're getting off, say, a cruise ship, then you can go around to the tourist or bus lines just to get around our city a bit easier. And now when I'm using the double-decker bus, it holds 60 from the Vehicles of the World DLC, because most of the island nations in North America were a British colony at some point, or even still a British colony. And so that's basically what I was trying to do with that, to show layoff heritage. But then I looked through to see if we have any actual tram hubs, because they did add one of the most recent updates, so one that had shopping malls, but we don't get that. But so basically what I just did is I just made a big pedestrian road to go along there, like we had been, and then I added in stop, and then I put in turnaround for those, just because this will be basically just they come down here for the hub, and then that's it. And so they would just stop, continue through, and then go back up. And then they would probably stop on their way back too. And then, unlike these, the other two lines, they would just continue straight, just because they are already on that side, and they didn't need to cross over the island. But we're definitely starting to be ending off the tram lines soon enough, which now really I get to work on the pedestrian area, and then I do try and put in our tram line to where it will stay straight, but I couldn't get that, so I just had the road for the pedestrian road. I mean, it technically ain't a road, but the pedestrian street go along there, and then I took this plaza, placed it right in there, and then I had the road pedestrian street go along it, and then I just got it to do that, and just try to get in the roads. Then I zone this all out as commercial just to separate the main road from the pedestrian, the residence, and also that we needed a bit of commercial. But that'll be pretty much it for this episode. Probably next episode we'll get to work on more industrial area or a whole more homes, which are probably more likely homes. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, and here's the final product. I hope to see you next one. Bye!